Very well. Welcome everybody to Rail Day 2026 info session. This is the first info session and the launch for the sales for the event. My name is Andrea Roncoroni. I am TRACCS Business Manager, and we are here with Jessica Alves. She's a business coordinator and my right hand. So if at any point you can't reach me, you can trust that Jessica is going to be able to help you in anything. The reason I wanted to do this presentation today is because I want to make sure that everybody is aware of when, how, and all the details about how you can register and how you can make the most of this Rail Day coming up next year. So it's important that we do this now in July. And so we were rushing very, very much on our end. Our team was basically pulling our head just to make sure that we had everything right for you. We want to make sure that we continue making this event as affordable as possible. And so you will see that there are some changes from last year, and that may bring about questions from previous year's exhibitors, and we are here to answer all of them. I want to also take this opportunity to ask you certain questions. So I will be asking during the session, and I'm going to ask you please to use the chat to type in your answers if you have any feedback to provide, because we didn't receive much feedback from the survey that we sent, and we want to make sure that this experience is as best as we can make it for our exhibitors to maximize everything, all the opportunities that we are trying to create. So that's a long introduction just to say that Rail Day is coming. We're going to continue in the same location, the International Center Mississauga, in the same hall, Hall 5. And the event dates are June 17, 18. Now, it must be noted that this is not a Tuesday, Wednesday format. We will set on Tuesday, June 16th, and the event will take place on Wednesday, 17th and Thursday, 18th. So the general event schedule is now here. The important thing to note is that we will be moving in a little later than what we did last year. We will start moving the outdoor exhibitors at 11 in the morning, and we will start moving indoor exhibitors at 4. There will be tiered access to the venue. So please, when we submit to you the detailed move-in schedule, please make sure you follow it so that everybody can do their jobs well and in a safe way. The Wednesday and Thursday, we will start at 9 in the morning. We will start with a conference, and on Wednesday, the trade show floor is going to open just a little later, so that we can allow for the keynote speakers to be an option for every individual. So every exhibitor can take part and listen in when the keynotes are on stage. Then we're going to have our cocktail as usual at the end of day 1. So that will be between 5 and 7 p.m. on Wednesday, June 17th. And Thursday, we will finish a little earlier. We've noted that attendance is not the best at the last hour of the show, and people get anxious to leave. And so we have decided to finish the event on Thursday, June 18th at 4 p.m. We are going to have a surprise on that Thursday at the Roundhouse at 3. And so we want to make sure that everybody is able to attend, is able to be there. We're going to have some prizes and some stuff going on. But anyway, I don't want to get into details right this second. Very well. So a general overview of the venue and the area. Most of you are familiar with it. The International Center is, I'm gonna go to the map, is Mississauga, is basically across the street from the airport. So there is good public transit access. The venue also provides us with free parking, so that's also an option when we're bringing in materials and whatnot. That's going to be very convenient. However, we want to encourage people who can use the public transit to do so. This is our industry. This is what we believe in. And so for that reason, we are also looking for a sponsor that helps us create a shuttle bus that will touch on the Mountain Go station and the PTC bus stops, because as you can see, it's a bit of a trek from the street to the venue. So to make things easier for everybody in the summer days. A lot of people have been asking about the layout, what's going on with the layout, and we're going to do something very similar to what we did last year, except there's going to be two major changes in our layout. One of them is that we are going to allow the outdoors area only for equipment that's going to be demonstrated. Anything that is not an active demo of vehicles that need to be outside is going to, anything else is going to be located in the hall. And so the outdoors area is smaller, and so the access is only going to be door B. So as you can see here in the map, this is the main entrance to the hall, and then this is the door to the outside, and this is the area for the demos. We can expand if more companies want to do demos. That's perfectly fine, but we want to keep this area very centered. We want to be able to do tours for people to see all the demos in order. And so for scheduling that and for ease of access, we're going to make this all much smaller. Additionally, the other big change that we will have, and you will see here, where is the technology showcase stage? So we've decided that the technology advancements that are being introduced at the technology showcase, they deserve a place at the main stage. We've also noticed that the technological advancements that the technology showcase offer, they are not exclusively in the digital space. And so we want to make sure that the technology showcase actually features across the board all the technological advancements and innovations. So if you are interested in becoming one of the premium exhibitors of the technology showcase, you will get an opportunity to pick your booth of any size in any part of the floor plan, inside or outside. And you will have a 20-minute time slot to do a presentation on the main stage. That will be, the tech stage is going to be where room C was. And so you will have the opportunity to bring in, if you want, a panel, the benefit of having these sessions recorded. And so then after the fact, you can use these presentations for your own promotion, for your team to share with other people. And of course, to spread the word about what is important in the innovation in the future of rail. So that is why the roundhouse is going to be the area where we gather, and like we did last year, but there is not going to be a technology showcase stage on the hall floor. I expect people to have questions about this, so if you want, we can do right now a round of Q&A about venue dates and floor plan. If you want to raise your digital hands, that's a possibility. You can also use the chat to send your questions there. So I'm going to give people a moment. Okay, so apparently there aren't questions about this. which is great. If you do have questions while I'm speaking, please type them in the chat, and Jess will interrupt me and tell me if something needs to be addressed immediately. Good. So the next thing, well, I did mention the direct indoor outdoor access is just going to be door B, and this is an enlargement. Where will the technology presentations be held? Brad, the presentations for the technology showcase will be held on the main stage. It's room C of the International Center, and we're calling that stage the tech stage. Sure thing. Very well. So here you see the access, and these doors are they open a lot higher. So when you bring all the equipment that previously some exhibitors had outside, these doors can roll up, and so we will be able to bring any equipment that doesn't need to be on to be showcased in the floor plan. Now, the part that everybody wants to know, how can we register? When can we register? I want this booth. How can I secure that booth? So one of the things that at TRACCS we are constantly looking to do and to improve is the value we provide our members. So we are offering our members, TRACCS members from this current year, members from 2025, we're providing them with an early bird access. So what this means is that the pricing is going to be, of course, more affordable. And then you have the opportunity to start this pre-registration on Monday next week. This means that you will be able to secure a booth even if you don't pay for that booth in full. We will have a deposit. We'll go into details in just a second. So current 2025 TRACCS members can register early from now until December. The pre-registration will be done with a form, okay? So you can secure your spot, you can save money, and you'll be you'll pre-register now with $1,000 deposit, which of course will be credited back to you when we complete the final registration. By filling in that form that we're going to share with you, you'll be able to also select your preferred booth number. And what that will do is you're gonna get access to your preferred booths immediately. And then when 2026 comes, which is only 6 months away or even less right now, when 2026 comes, you'll have the opportunity to renew your membership or not, depending on what you believe. I think that we are constantly providing more value than the price of our membership. So I hope that you can all see that and you all renew. And 2026 members will get the $750 discount on booths that we have been offering everybody. So if you pre-register now, we will invoice you for $1,000. You will have a booth location pre-selected. And then come 2026, you can renew your membership and you can get your invoice for the booth that you're getting with all the add-ons that you choose to have, like, for example, premium booths, like for the technology showcase, if you want to be a premium exhibitor, or if you want to become a sponsor. So we're going to invoice you for all of that, and we're going to credit you your deposit. And if you've also renewed your membership, you will also get that $750 discount, but you will pay the early bird rate. So this is, we believe, significant savings. and a huge benefit to our members. And we hope that you like this, that you understand how important it is to take this opportunity right now. So the question some of you may be asking yourselves, do I need to be a 2026 member to pre-register? No. If you're a member right now, you can pre-register. But if in 2026 I don't want to be a member, then what happens to my price? You will still have early bird price. You'll just not get the $750 discount, which is a pretty sweet deal. But again, every company has different goals, different budgets, and different realities. And so we want to make sure that we benefit our members this year and next year's members too. Any questions about this? Please raise your digital hand or type them in the chat. Okay, seems that there are no questions. All right. Very well. So then we can go over the features of the building and the show, and we can talk about the sponsorship opportunities as well. So as always, we will have 2 rooms in the conference area. So we're going to have stage B, which is our biggest stage. And we're going to have stage C with the technology showcase presentations as well. We are also going to make mentions of special contributors and sponsors throughout the day. We want to make sure that those who contribute and support TRACCS are acknowledged appropriately. So that is also something that we plan on doing for 2026. The conference and the speakers, there is going to be a registration for the conference for you to submit the sessions you would like to offer on the 2 main stages, as always, as every year. And these are going to be available in just a couple of months. Right now, it's a little bit too early, but you will all have a notification or an email letting you know of the advancements just because you wanted to join this info session and find out. So we will make sure that you get the information first before anyone else. Okay? You can submit your applications to speak for you and your team. There are going to be some minor shifts in how we manage the conference because we need to have the content and the slides ahead of time. So that is also something that we're going to need to work out after you submit your applications. We believe that the Roundhouse was a complete success. Everybody was having fun. They used the space. They liked the area, and it was a great space for the cocktail. So we're going to continue having the Roundhouse and continue building spaces for you to network. As far as food, we have the coffee stations and the food station on site. And of course, there's a lot of venues outside. We gotta remind you, there is no outside food or beverages allowed. So if you do have any requests for any food, you have to talk to the venue and order it through them. And then booths. We're going to keep having the same sizes that we had before. The indoors are going to be standard 10 by 10, double 10 by 20, or extra large 20 by 20. We will also have yard booths that are standard 20 by 20 double 20 by 40, and triple 20 by 60. Nemanja, you're asking, what is the deadline for the early bird pricing? Well, early bird pricing is going to be available until December 20th. So you have 6 months to secure that early bird pricing and to pay your deposit to guarantee that early bird pricing. Now, yes, you have time until December, but if there's a specific booth or area that you want to secure, this corner next to the door, this corner next to the coffee, then now is your time. Now is the time for you to make sure that you guarantee that booth number that you're looking for. We will continue granting the booths allocations based on the order of purchase. So if you order in December, anybody who did the pre-registration before you will have a priority to that booth number. Another shift that we are going to have regarding the booths is that this year we are including carpet in all indoor booths. This does not mean that you have to go onto any additional expenses. The carpet given is going to be gray, and that that if you want to bring your branded carpets or your branded flooring, you can lay that on top of the carpet that we are offering. It doesn't mean that you cannot bring anything, but we will all have carpet in our booths. One thing that is important to note is that the floors at the venue are made of concrete. And so if you would like to order padding for under the carpet, that is something that you can get from Freeman, that you will be able to order through their portal. So you will have the option to order under padding, and you will have the option to bring your own to put on top. Now, if you bring your own to put on top, maybe you don't need under pad because the gray carpet is going to be a little bit of padding for you. But everybody's going to have tuxedo gray carpet in their booths. And as always, the booths include 1 power outlet, 1 table and 2 chairs, and always been a sign, as you can see here, a sign pinned to the draped table, and the coverings on the back on the sides. Questions about this? All right, so Suleiman, you're asking, give me a second, I need to open it because the pop-up was clean. Okay, Nemanja, you're asking about how you're going to pre-register. We are going to give you all a link for you starting Monday. You will be able to pre-register. So there's a link for a form, and that will allow you to complete your information and request to be invoiced. And in that form, you will have the opportunity to put your preferred booth number. Very well. So that's one question. Then I have here, do we have a list of who is present, companies presenters? Yes. All our exhibitors receive a list of every individual that takes part in the speaking, the booths, the demos, and every attendee that registers for our show. So exhibitors will get that list. We are also working internally to try to secure lead retrieval, because we understand that lead retrieval is a great tool where you can take notes about the person you're talking to instead of having to then get the card and look for that person in the list that you are given. So we are working to secure that. That will, of course, be at an additional price. That will be something that you can order as an add-on. But we are in the process of securing that. So there's a lot of questions here. Okay, so you are asking me to share the full event schedule for a second. I will share that again. So we will share the web page as well, where all the information is going to live, and so you will have the exact schedule. Just one moment. I'm getting to all your questions. Just give me one moment. Jess, do we have in the prospectus that information already uploaded?
The schedule?
The full schedule, or is that, oh, it's in the agreement. So I'll open the agreement. Guys, give me just 1 second. I'll open the agreement and share this with you. So when you have access to the page that we will be posting very, very soon, you'll have access to the agreement, which is a PDF that's very similar to the one that we've had for the previous years. So the full schedule is here for setup, day 1, day 2, and all the other bits of information that are going to be important for you to participate at your fullest potential, and you can really take advantage of all the opportunities given. While we're at it, I want to make a note that the booths include different things. So you have to make sure that you read what each booth package includes and how many exhibitor passes each booth includes, so that you can order in the add-ons anything extra that you want. And so that we don't have any confusions about furnishings afterwards. Everything that you will need to know is stated here. And I made sure that I made edits so that this will be clearer, and so that safety requirements and all the rules for setup and tear down, so that they're very, very clear. I created a section now called Vehicle and Equipment Responsibility, where there are very specific rules about how to handle the vehicles and how to protect the space, how to protect the people around us, and how to protect yourselves. So there are some changes in the agreement, and I encourage you all to read it in detail and not just assume that it's the same thing that we had last year. Now, going back to the other questions, will there be a posting area for jobs again? Yes, Lucy. We are going to be looking for a sponsor for the job wall, and we are going to continue to have that because we find it's a great benefit to our community on all ends. So that is going to be done. We hope that we can get a sponsor to bring this service to life and to support it. And Lucy, Sistra is a member. So very soon we will have a digital job wall where you will be able to post your open positions as well on our website. So that's another member benefit that we are working on, and I want to, but I don't want to launch it in a rush. I want to make sure that I have everything done properly so that then there are no confusions. But yes, at Rail Day 2026, we will have a job wall area. Dina, the pricing for the booths will be online. After our meeting, we will launch the page with all the information, so you will have access to the pricing very, very soon. You're asking if I will, Ben is asking if I'm going to make these slides available. Yes, I can make these slides available, but I also can guarantee this recording that we are making is going to be posted, and you will all receive an email with the link so you can rewatch that. So anybody who wants to find out about Rail Day 2026, they can go after this afternoon and watch that on our YouTube channel. Jess, would you mind putting in the chat the link to our YouTube channel if you have it handy?
Yes, no problem.
Thank you. Is it possible to have a bigger format for posting on site? We may explore that. I'm not sure what you mean, Lucy, but maybe we can have a conversation and explore that. You can send me a quick email and we can schedule something. For now, the format of one page is the simplest way because we can put as many as possible and everybody has the same amount of space. And so then if you want to put more details, you can always redirect people to your website or to an email so that then you connect with these people and you can continue that conversation. That's why we wanted everybody to have in the job wall a QR code or some sort of reference to how to connect with you. So the job description that you offer for the job wall may be a summary and not a complete detail, but then it gets people an idea of, it gives people an idea of what that position is about.
It's just that it's Lucy speaking.
Yeah.
The comments I got was that it was hard to read.
Yeah, so that we can work on something for that. So I'm definitely open to ideas. We can look into it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tracy, don't worry. This is going to be recorded so you can rewatch. Very well. Any other questions? Okay. So the next part is sponsorships. You have seen in previous years that we've had the classic sponsorships of platinum, gold, and silver. And we've had the blue line sponsorships, which are more exclusive, which offer you more visibility. And that is because you, as a blue line sponsor, are offering a service to the attendees, to the exhibitors, to the community participating in the show. So these blue line premium sponsorships are going to be always expanding as our needs expand and as our community calls for different things. We will continue to have the sponsorship for the coffee stations. We will continue to have for the charging stations. We will also have, especially because we have the dates in the summer, we will have the option for a hydration station. And this is a concept that we are going to improve upon. We will not only be giving beverages in that hydration station, we are looking to rent a misting tent. So if the hot summer day is getting at you, you can just stop at the misting tent and get cooled off. And that's a great way of keeping also the whole environment cooler around it. So there are improvements upon upon what we had in previous years. Just one moment. Getting information from all sides. Very well. As I mentioned briefly before, we are also looking to get a shuttle bus as a premium sponsorship. And this year we are going to reinstate the registration sponsors. So up to 3 companies can support the event by supporting the registration area and the registration processes and the badge printing. And so they can get their logos on the lanyards and the badges that we give, as well as all the promotion. All the sponsors are going to get promotion on our website, newsletters, social media, because we want to highlight those companies that support our work. We will also have, well, I briefly mentioned the door prices. So we are going to work on getting more opportunities for door prices so that there are companies that may not have a huge amount of money for the most premium and biggest sponsorships, but they want to contribute in some other way and get their brand more visibility. So door prices will have 3 different tiers according to 3 different budgets. And it's going to include a menu of options, and you can choose, okay, I want to offer this. And once you pick that, that's going to be off the table for anybody else. And so you'll have the opportunity to raffle 2 of those items, one on Wednesday and one on Thursday. So this will come with visibility at the Roundhouse, with visibility on stage. It will have, of course, all the visibility of all the other channels of promotion. And it's going to also live online because people who win, all their photos are going to be online and people are going to be tagging themselves. So this is a great opportunity, and we want to find ways of supporting. So if after you see the list of options, you have any new ideas, we will be open to listening to those ideas. And then there is something that is very exciting for me, and I don't know if it's the same for you guys too, but I love the idea of bringing in new people, and I love the idea of bringing in students to our show. So I want very much to include an audio tour for students and young professionals who don't know much about our industry. So we are going to offer a very affordable sponsorship opportunity for your companies to create a 30-second or 60-second description of what your company does and how that plays into the general role of a rail project delivery. And also, of course, what are your unique abilities and value propositions. So this is going to be recorded, and then we're going to create a playlist. And so anybody walking the show with their headphones can listen to it as they walk past your booth. We're going to have them organized in the order of booths, so people can just walk around and go one by one and listen in. And then as they come to you, you can then continue the conversation. So this is another new sponsorship opportunity we've identified. So I would like to share this for a moment. So this is what our team worked on for us to enjoy this year. As always, you can expect we will have all this information in writing, and you'll be able to go back and compare and talk to your teams. What do you think? What would be best? So all of this is going to be shared with you. You don't need to get anxious about the details. And here is also, we will be sharing with you a list with the promotion that can be expected for the different tiers of sponsorships and the pricing as well. So you will have everything together in one page as a summary, which we find is very useful for a lot of people. And of course, the show is going to have free admission as every year. Do you guys have any questions about sponsorships that are general questions about this that we can talk about now? Okay, so I think that maybe questions are going to start coming next week as you and your team sit and look at all the materials that we're going to share. But we found that it was going to be very important for all this information to come out as early as possible. And as you can see, we are still working on the different written content for all of you. We really like our community, and we want to bring more value. So we have some questions for you as well. We've noticed that in this past year, not many people booked hotel from our hotel courtesy blocks. And so if you are one of those people that looked at the hotel blocks and you have any feedback, we would love to hear it. Is there any specific hotel that you would like to be included in the blog so we can go and try to negotiate a price? Is there anything about those hotels that is special? Oh, this is a good question. Lucy is asking, we are afraid of email scams. The only way to avoid being scammed by email is to go to the source. All the information for the hotels, for the list, for all of that is going to be on our exhibitors hub or on Rail Day page on our website. You will not get from anybody that works with us, you will not get an email except as a reminder from the official vendors about the deadlines or the times when price changes. Nobody from the hotels is going to, on behalf of TRACCS, email you, address you, come to you, or tell you, we have the list. I received a list proposal. They tried to sell me a list of my own event as if I didn't have it. There's a lot of scammers out there, but like with everything, if your company wants the promotion of being on the page as exhibitors, then we're all going to be more susceptible because people are going to want to, take advantage of the information that is given to them. So that is another reason why we don't put your email addresses on our website. We just put the links to your websites directly, and that's it. If you have any workaround that is different from this, then by all means you can share. So anyway, if there's any other feedback that you may have about anything at all for the event, then you can share that with us. We will be rolling out more and more information as the weeks pass. But the most important thing that you need to know is that our event is going to take place in the same venue on June 17 and 18 of 2026. Lucy, can we get a list of restaurants we can order from on site? You cannot order from any outside restaurant. You can go to the restaurants that are at the corner, yes, but you cannot bring food from outside into the venue. Could you share more details about the technology showcase sponsorship for this year? Yes, Sarah. So the technology showcase, we've come to the decision that the technology showcase is a space that is more than a physical space. So what we are hoping to achieve is a community. And so the technology showcase will live across the whole venue. Exhibitors are going to be in different booths in different areas. And so anybody who participates in the technology showcase in this premium exhibitor opportunity, you will have time on stage. So the technology showcase sponsor is, like Ian Green has been for the last 2 years, is a very premium opportunity to share with the industry and offer the cocktail. So if you've noticed, I didn't talk about the cocktail before, because the cocktail is what the technology showcase offers the whole community. So there will be 2 or 3 maximum technology showcase sponsors that can be a part of this offering. The sponsors will get all the same benefits as the technology showcase exhibitors, but they will also have a lot of visibility and promotion. The technology showcase is the most promoted sponsorship, and you will have, instead of 20 minutes, you will have 40 minutes on stage. So you could split it in 2 days, or you can have it all together. And I mean, if there are any more specific questions, I think that the full description will be of more value. But right now, I don't want to go into too many details. Sorry, I don't want to go into too many details, because right now what I want to do is just drive home the point of what you can accomplish by pre-registering as a TRACCS member. You can pre-register, get early bird pricing, and select your booths first. And anybody who wants to be in the technology showcase or a sponsor, you can also express that right now. But right now, the pre-registration is going to only be for sorry. So right now, the pre-registration is just a lump sum of $1,000. That is going to help us pay for all the deposits of all the expensive things right now. So it's a way of supporting us, and we're supporting you by giving you the opportunity to get a better pricing and early access and priority choosing of your booths. Okay, so I thought I was going to have a lot more questions, and I thought that we would need a full hour and a half, but it is 12:22, and it seems like there aren't that many questions. So I would like to thank you all and encourage you to write to Jessica and myself if you have questions. And you can expect this recording and all the documents that you will need. They're all going to be posted on our webpage, which is almost ready. So you're going to have Here, instead of the register here button, we will have the watch the recording. So you will come to the Rail Day page and click here to watch this recording. And you will then see the whole layout is going to be there in big size with details. What you need to know as members' benefits, pre-registration benefits, and exhibitors' benefits, like getting the list, and some of the most relevant documents, like the prospectus, the full price list, the exhibitors' agreement, and the privacy policy and terms and conditions. So all of this is going to be available to you. And here, of course, pre-register here, this little button is going to send you to the form that explains all the benefits of pre-registering, how you can do it, and what this means for you. So you will then complete all the information, and at the bottom, you will click request to be invoiced, and then our team will make sure that you get this early bird pricing guaranteed. Any further? Oh, here. Will we receive the link to this page by email? Yes, you will receive all the information that you need this afternoon. Lucy, you always bring the best questions. I love having you in my info sessions.
Thank you. Sometimes I think I ask too many questions, but
No, I love them.
glad you like them.
Keep them coming. So everybody, if you have any more questions, you can stick around. Jessica and I will stay here in the meeting for those who join a little later, because we did schedule this to be until 1 p.m. But if you need to go to your next meetings, next sessions, we want to thank you for your participation, and we want to encourage you to ask questions like Lucy. And thank you very much for making the time to be here.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody. Right. Right. I think we're good. I would like to stay in the meeting in case someone comes on board. I'm going to stop the recording now.